What's up, guys? Today we're going to go ahead and get the injectors and stuff in. But first, I got to finish up the coil, or the cap and rotor on this thing. Super easy to do. I already started, I'm pretty much done. So, super easy to do. That's the new one I'm about to screw in. It's the old one. The rotor looks pretty worn down, so hopefully this is the issue. This was pretty easy to get to. You just have to take off like that thing. And then just screw it down. Alright, got that back in, and even though I took a picture of like how the wires go in here, I guarantee you I'm gonna screw this up. So I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try and start the car, or the truck, and we'll see. Alright, I'm willing to bet money this is wrong, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back on, and then we'll start it up and see if it works. Alright. Super not the right way. So I guess I gotta pull this back off, and then I guess I don't know how to pull this off, but it's probably like easier to just pull this back off. So it's coming back off, and then I'll try again. I don't know if I can start the car with this off or what. So no, let's just do this. Alright, take two. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to just like do it. And I'm not going to show you guys all the tries of me screwing this thing up. There we go again. Nice! We got it. So I'm going to let this thing warm up, and then just like give it load in the areas that it was kind of breaking up, just to make sure that this works. Alright, I think it's pretty safe to say that the issue is fixed, so we're going to button this thing up, and then I want to install my catch can. I think I figured that I want to put it in the trunk like everything else, just to not clutter up the engine bay, so I have a little mount for it. I'm going to go and try and just figure out how to mount that, and probably actually mount it, so we'll do that now. Alright, so I think I'm going to... Okay, this is a mess. But basically that's where it's gonna go, and that's the line leading up to it. I gotta obviously like assemble that, but it's gonna go there, go through that grommet into the trunk, and I think I'm gonna mount it like right here. I think that'd be a good spot for it. So I'm just gonna drill like a hole through there and mount the bracket, but I do need to shorten this line because it's like too long at this point. So I'm gonna go and do that. Alright, so I got everything. I got this line made. Excuse that I haven't like figured out these lines with this like posing or whatever around it. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm gonna cut that off, I guess. But whatever, ignore that. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and kind of mock up where I'm going to put this again. I'm going to drill holes, obviously, so let's do that. I honestly think that looks pretty good in there. It's still a little long, but I don't know. There's not really much I can do about it. This little bulkhead fitting thing is still loose, so obviously I've got to take this off. This isn't its final placement, but I think it looks good, and I can get it out of my living room. So that's done. At this point, we just kind of got to wait for USPS to get here. Then I think we can finish up the fuel system apart from the return line, which I gotta get line to make that. But today we can finish up this fuel system as long as USPS doesn't screw me. So I'll let you guys, or I'll be back when they're here. Alright, so my little care package just got here. This is the Racer X coil and plug like mounting bracket. This is the distributor cover. Let me open it real quick. Distributor cover, a nice little billet piece. I got my 4 injectors. I guess these are like the adapters for the stock wiring that Chico Raceworks sells. The 4 adapters, so you just plug it into the stock wiring on one side and into the injector on the other side, so you don't have to cut up your harness or anything. These are like the injector adapters. I think this is also injector adapters, like for the bottom, and that's for the top, yep. This is the ethanol content sensor, and I don't know what this is. I'm sure I'll figure it out a little bit later. So let's go start installing this stuff. Alright, before I go ahead and like put it, like the rail together, what you have to do is you have to take these like little like adapters, and one's for the top, one's for the bottom. You just snug them up in there, and then you're good to install it. So I'm going to install the rail. I predict it being a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to get it done real quick and get back to you guys. Alright guys, got the rail in with the injectors. I kind of fought with it because like this hooks rail came with its own like bottom adapters, and I was trying to use those, but I also got bottom adapters for race. I mean, it works. These things are in there. I'm pretty sure there's an O-ring seal at the bottom. I'm pretty sure it's super tight. So I mean, I don't know. Just kind of have to, I really won't know until I get fuel pressure, so we'll do that and see if it leaks, and if it doesn't, then we're good. Otherwise, I don't know, I have to figure it out. So I'm gonna screw on the feed line, make sure I have enough. I'm pretty sure I have enough, but I'm gonna screw it on just in case, and then I have a dash 6 fitting to assemble on the other side. I'll screw that into the fuel filter at that point. I do need to install the ethanol content sensor, but that's going to go in that line, so I'll do that afterwards. So let's go ahead and do that now. I have a little bit of light left, so I'm going to get as much done as I can because tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so let's do it. Alright, well I got the feed line. I don't know if you guys can see it, I got it black on purpose. The feed line's mocked up. It goes all the way into the filter over there. I don't have it like snugged up because I'm literally going to pull it off tonight to go make, to install the ethanol content sensor inline. I'm just going to run the vacuum source for the fuel pressure regulator, and then I think for right now I'm just going to put the stock return line on, just for the sake of maybe starting this car like tomorrow or something like that, but I am going to get a proper line to make a return line. What else? I think that's it. I'm not going to install any of the coil and plug stuff because I don't have the harness, so there's no point. Yeah, so I will hook up this vacuum source, and I will check you guys once I get the ethanol content sensor installed. So I noticed some broken wires on some important electrical connections, like the TPS and the idle control valve. So, you know, little stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and repair those connections and try and just get a little bit of work done. Maybe clean up the engine bay a little bit before this rain gets here. It's supposed to like rain and possibly give us like 3 or 4 inches of snow. So I want to get as much done on this car as possible. Get the feed line back on, get the return line on, maybe start the car, or at least give fuel pressure so that I know that there's no leaks, which there probably will be. So I'm not going to film this tedious act of repairing these connections. I'm just going to bang them out real quick, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, a little update. It is actually another day. So I was able to fix those connections, and I went to go ahead and like give pressure to the system. I ended up actually needing to use those like little red grommets that I previously said I didn't think I needed to use on the rail, and it doesn't leak now. However, the feed line that's pre-filter, the stock one, which I think is like metal but also like rubber, not 100% sure, that is leaking. So I ordered some stuff to make a new line, so once that gets here, that line will be completely redone. I ordered the stuff to make the return line, so that stuff's going to be done. Hopefully that stuff will be here like next week. I ordered it from Drift Motion. So yeah, so we did indeed get snow. It's like actually 2 days later. But my rack bushings came in, which I've been waiting on. These are actually on back order. I'm waiting on these things to get in. These are like the race versions, like the harder durometer ones. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. I think it should be pretty easy. But I don't know. Let's do this because I actually have a job interview in a little bit. So I want to kind of bang this out before that gets here, and then later today, but we'll be in another video. We should be, I believe, working on the Lemon's car. We did get the motor in. We're gonna work on that thing and hopefully drop my keys. So yeah, hopefully we'll just button up a couple more things. I think some parts did come in, so that car is really close to being ready. So let's go ahead and get this these rack bushings installed. So I look under my end of the wheel well, and I see that the inlink kind of pulled itself out. So we're gonna have to address that. Might not address it right this second, just because I don't have that much time. But definitely gonna have to address it. Always something, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I guess it just didn't have enough threads engaged on it, so we're gonna have to do something. I'm not 100% sure, but we will make it happen. See if I can get a good image up here. So there's two bolts for this one, and that's like the round one. I thought I was just gonna be able to pull it. Well, I might be able to just pull it. And then that's like the more like triangle looking one. I think I'm just gonna take the bolts out of all of them just to make my life a little easier. So sorry that's a little hard to film under here. I'm just gonna bang this out real quick and then show you guys the result. All right, cool. So I got them in. Sorry for like the weird angles here, but that one's in, that one's in. We got rid of the old flimsy joints. So hopefully this improves steering feel. These are definitely like blown out. I could feel the play in the mounting points just from like moving the rack. But now there is nothing. So yeah, I'm done with this. Actually went ahead and fixed that end link. I think I just didn't adjust it from when I lowered the car and just kind of pulled itself out. But it's threaded nice and deep into that body now. So yeah, these end links are really cool. They're Wilhelm Raceworks end links. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check them out. I actually got a little bit longer ones just due to the nature of my coilovers, but for most people, just like the standard ones should work. So hit them up, check them out, get his stuff, this brake kit. Seen a little better days, but this is also from Wilhelm, so check his stuff out. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. We got a decent amount done here, just waiting on a couple parts. Unfortunately, we got some leaks in the fuel system, but we were able to get those rack bushings installed, which I'm really happy about. I wanted these rack bushings for forever, man, and I think my rack bushings have been destroyed for forever. So I'm really hyped on that. It's going to be a nice, great steering feel for the track. So really excited to drive the car and see what these things feel like. And I'm also really excited to drive the car and tune the car with these 1000cc injectors. Still waiting on my coil and plug ignition kit. So that's just like the harness that I need. When that gets in, hopefully that ships out like next week, we will be able to install the Racer X adapter bracket to the top of the valve cover, pull the distributor off and all that stuff. So yeah, basically we've pretty much done this build, which is something that I'm very excited to be done. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work out here in the cold. It's still cold. So I'm just really excited to move forward with the project and get moving. I mean, I'm ready to drive this car. I'm ready to race it. I'm ready to have a good time this year. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for the feedback on all the other videos previously. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Let them see that rack bushing installed. It took me 5 minutes, so I definitely recommend that upgrade. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Peace.